Good morning. Welcome back to Maximus the Fourth. What I have here is a bottle of Dr. Pepper sugar-free from the 70s. And then on the other side is Dr. Pepper is Diet Dr. Pepper from 2023. Now, for those of you that saw the Dr. Pepper video that I did of the regular 70s Dr. Pepper next to a Dr. Pepper of 2023 that both have sugar in it, you might find it interesting that I actually got this sugar-free Dr. Pepper from the same lot. It was two Dr. Peppers in one lot. The other 70s one that I did and this sugar-free one. So the title of today's video is going to be, what would happen if you drank a sugar-free Dr. Pepper from the 70s next to a Diet Dr. Pepper of 2023? Before I get into the taste test, opening up both this 70s bottle and the 2023 bottle, there's actually some pretty fascinating history about the Diet Dr. Pepper and how it evolved into what it is known as today as Diet Dr. Pepper, and even Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. So let's get into this. Here we go. So once upon a time, long, long ago, the exact year is unknown, but Diet Dr. Pepper that has no sugar in it was originally known as Dietary Dr. Pepper. Now, because of this slowed sales down by a lot. The original name, Dietary Dr. Pepper, was just named that for a reason. But then the name was dropped and they switched to Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar in 1966. Now this was... Can't stop messing up here. So the original name, Dietary Dr. Pepper, was changed to Sugar-Free Dr. Pepper in 1966 because the name was originally known as Dietary Dr. Pepper before Sugar-Free Dr. Pepper. This slowed sales down a lot because there were a lot of customers that had a misconception that just because it was named Dietary Dr. Pepper, that it was for diabetics only. So for some reason, people just didn't buy it for that reason. And that's why it was changed to Sugar-Free Dr. Pepper in 1966. And then 22 years later, in 1987, Sugar-Free Dr. Pepper was officially changed to Diet Dr. Pepper as we know of today. And as the years have gone along, just 2 years ago in 2021, there has been a new variation of pretty much Diet Dr. Pepper that has come out called Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. Now, as we know in some of my original videos that I've done, is all you have to really do is look at the ingredients to tell if there's any difference and if there's really a reason why they came out with Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar, even though they already had Diet Dr. Pepper. And as it stands, they both have carbonated water, caramel color. Okay. This one has less aspartame than this one, and it has more phosphoric acid. And it looks like that these both have natural and artificial flavors, but Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar has less natural and artificial flavors. So for some reason that was less important in the Zero Sugar variant. And they do both have sodium benzoate. And it looks like Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar has a little bit less sodium benzoate in it. And then in Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar, there's also sodium phosphate, which is not in the diet version. And then the only other ingredient that I see in Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar that Diet Dr. Pepper does not have is a sulfame potassium. So Dr. Pepper really used the same exact algorithm as Pepsi did when it came to their Zero Sugar variant, making it different from their diet version. The thing is I don't know who got the idea first to do this exact formula, but I can see that this is the same exact formula as Pepsi Zero Sugar. Okay, so now the time has come. It is time to open up this sugar-free Dr. Pepper from 1966 and this Diet Dr. Pepper from 2023. And And we're going to find out just how different they were from each other, if there were any differences. So let's get into this. So this time I think I'll drink the sugar-free Dr. Pepper next to the Diet Dr. Pepper, because this really was the same soda as Diet Dr. Pepper, just went under a different name. Now, while the ingredients could be different in the original sugar-free Dr. Pepper, I'm not going to look at the ingredients and compare both these. I'm just going to do the taste test and tell you guys what I can taste. So, yeah, here we go. Ooh. Oh, that is not good at all. The only other old school diet soda that I've ever drank was a Diet Crystal Pepsi. Not good at all. Oh my gosh. It tastes like absolutely nothing and horrible on top of it. Yeah, I am done with this sugar-free Dr. Pepper. I am not taking another sip of that. That is absolutely terrible. Whew. What a refreshing difference with Diet Dr. Pepper. Whew. Oh my gosh. That is so much better. One thing that I can tell you is that, based on my current experience up to this far, is that vintage diet sodas, oh my goodness, they do not taste good at all. They are absolutely terrible. And this is terrible because there was no sugar in it to kind of help keep the flavoring a little bit at least. It doesn't even have a fermented taste. It's just like this really aged, super old sugar-free Dr. Pepper that just tastes like absolutely nothing. And I think that's as far as I'm going to go with this one. I have gotten enough off those two sips, trust me. So at the end of the day, what happens when you drink a sugar-free Dr. Pepper from the 70s next to a Diet Dr. Pepper from 2023? After just 2 sips of the sugar-free Dr. Pepper, it knocks you out completely flat on your back. And then you are experiencing an incredibly amount of relief when you drink Diet Dr. Pepper right afterwards. I hope this has been a very fun, exciting, and entertaining history lesson for you guys in how Diet Dr. Pepper started out as dietary Dr. Pepper, and then sugar-free Dr. Pepper, and then Diet Dr. Pepper, officially I think in 1987, and then in 2021 when they eventually came out with Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. That is it, you guys. Maximus IV here. I am signing out. See you next time.